from the 36 chambers.
Man, we're going to move into the #1 rap album of 2020. But before we do that, we're going to give y'all some quick hits. These are a few albums that just didn't quite make it, man. 2020, best of 2020. Let's go.
Look, bitch is my city. You get smacked silly. Voted with yours, give me. Back to shut shit down.
Look, play my position in the kitchen. I'm working. Whipping bag of half and 50s. Hit the street.
Yeah, I'm from the home of the ghosts, water plugs and wokeness, water bugs and roaches, drugs and
critical, ain't no time left on the clock. When it's your time, give them something to watch. I picked out the locks till I buy.
Stepping out the men's with the Sherlin that Bean had. Before you test me, you ought to think of your brain pen.
All you scared to death Negroes.
Just sit down. Don't you come out and defend our enemies. You sit down and you shut up and tell your master to come on out and deal with this. Yo, man. Top 3 rap albums of 2020. We reached the #1 album of 2020. It is none other than Electronica with A Written Testimony. Yo, it's your boy Onslaught Tree. This is the end of it. Top 3 rap albums 2020. Written Testimony. Let's get into it, man. We're going to jump right into track number 2, Ghosts of Soulja Slim. Your boy Hove opens it up with the surprise entrance, yo. Hove goes, next time they bring up the guards, you're going to respect us. That little vest ain't going to do you. I shoot from neck up. I ain't even trying to hold you, Magnolia Slim. I'm a soldier from that mode. I'm the ghost of him. Shout out Soulja Slim. Rest in peace, Soulja Slim, man. Shout out Soulja Slim on that. We got to bring that back just for that, yo. J, verse 1, Ghost of Soulja Slim. Next time they bring up the guards, you going to respect us. That little vest ain't going to do you. I shoot from neck up. I ain't even trying to hold you, Magnolia Slim. I'm a soldier from that mode. I'm the ghost of him. From the era of police stretchers, no cameras catch it. Drop you off in the rival hood, you'd rather be arrested. From the era of police stretchers, no cameras catch it. So he's referencing back then when there was all this police brutality and there were no cameras to catch any of that stuff. You can imagine the kind of stuff that was going on, yo. Drop you off in the rival hood. You drop you off in your rival's hood. Nah, you rather be arrested. Bring that piece back. He said, I ain't even trying to hold you, Magnolia Slim. I'm a soldier from that mode. I'm the ghost of him. From the era of police stretchers, no cameras catch it. Drop you off in a rival hood, you rather be arrested. If you don't have no straps, you couldn't wear your necklace. Jigger's hands around your throat, that's a choker reference. And I might be reaching here, but allegedly that verse is targeted towards Choke No Joke. We all know Choke No Joke, the legendary director that directed for The ROC early in the ROC days, when he had that story, when he had when he had the footage and he didn't want to give the footage up, and somebody from The ROC yoked him up and took the footage. Allegedly. Let's bring that back. If you don't have no straps, you couldn't wear your necklace. Jigger's hand around your throat, that's a choker reference. My ancestors took old food, made soul food. That's facts too. They used to take the scraps that the masters used to give them and they turned that into soul food. So we're going to bring that piece back too. Jigger's hand around your choke, that's a choker reference. My ancestor took old food, made soul food. Jim Crow's a troll too, he stole the soul music. That's the blood that goes through me, so you assuming I could never sell my soul, they sold their soul to me. Ooh. Jay's addressing the whole NFL, he sold his soul, they sold their soul. Woo! We're going to jump into verse 2. Verse 2, Jay Electronica makes his entrance into his album, yo. Verse 2 goes to Soulja Slim. Let's go. Jay Electronica. If it come from me and Hove, consider it Quran. If it come from any of those, consider it haram. The minaret that Jigga built me on the dome of the rock was crafted so beautifully, consider this Hadan. From a hard place and a rock to the rock nation of Islam, I emerged on the wave that title made to drop bombs. I came to bang with the scholars, and I bet you a Rothschild I get a bang for my dollar. The synagogue of Satan want me to hang by my collar, but all praise is due to Allah. Woo! He said, I put on for my nation like I'm King T'Challa. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. What an opening, man. What an opening track. Track number 2 goes to Soulja Slim. Jay Electronica and Jay-Z. Surprise entrance by Jay-Z on the album. When I first heard that song, I was like, okay, Jay got a track on the album. Nah, there's more. And they went in on that track, man. Those are elite bars. Barz is back. Let's jump right into it, man. This is Ghost of Soulja Slim. Let's go.
I came to bang with the scholars, and I bet you a Rothschild I get a bang for my dollar. The synagogue of Satan.
Want me to hang by my collar. Let's jump into track number 3, yo. Track number 3 is called The Blinding. Woo! And the production on this track right here, man, listen. Woo! And again, this track is called Blinding. And Jay Electronica and Jay, they go back and forth on this track, sort of like what Jay and Biggie did on that track, or like Jay and Beans, or Jay and Bleak, or even like Jadakiss and Styles P. So this track is called The Blinding. This is track number 3. Let's get into the first verse, yo. This is Jay Electronica, verse 1. He says, once upon a time there was a liquor youth, the cub of a lion, a stowaway captain a long way home from Zion. The dove Prince sang about in purple rain crying, to the midget you heard tale of on the shoulders of the giant. And then Jay comes in. Jay jumps in. Listen, I named my son Sir, so you gotta call my son Sir. That boy already knighted, he ain't even out his rumper. You speaking on the kingdom, you better watch your tongue, sir. I send you where you never been, you forgot where I'm from, sir. That gossip I send bald heads, Lou Gossett out the gun, sir. I'm brazy, I'm so brazen, I'm raising in the sun, sir. Woo! Barz! Woo-hoo-hoo! And if you don't get that reference, where he says, bald head gossip, Lou Gossett, gun, sir. I'm brazy, I'm so brazen, I'm raising in the sun, sir. Lou Gossett is an American actor, and Lou Gossett starred in a movie called Raisin in the Sun back in the day. So, Barz, man. Let's move on to the second verse. Second verse, the beat switches up, and they come back in again. Verse 2. Jay starts off this verse. The gift that keeps giving like babushka, Kush crushed up in the studio, rolling Kate Bush up. Extra, extra is Mr. Headline, who signed every contract and missed the deadlines. Ooh. At this time, Jay Electronica is just playing with us. Now he just poking us, man, because everybody knows Jay Electronica been signed to Roc Nation or signed to Jay-Z or whoever forever. And he's never released the album. All these years, Jay Electronica been out there dropping little 1-2 signals here and there. So let me bring that piece back. Jay starts it off. Jay Electronica comes in. Bring it back. The gift that keeps giving like babushka, Kush crushed up in the studio, rolling Kate Bush up. Extra, extra is Mr. Headlines, who signed every contract and missed the deadlines. 40 days, 40 nights, trying to live up to the hype. It's the road less traveled. It's the one who missed the flights. Hove hit me up like, what, you scared of heights? Know your sister tired of working, gotta do her something nice. I'm like, don't you know I stay up felling late nights? She need bread, she need rice, she need thread, she needs ice. Either tell it like my bank account or say it to the dice. When I lay down in my bed, it's like my head is to the vice. Woo! Barz, yo, ooh, man. Ooh, we'll bring that back. He said 40 days, 40 nights, trying to live up to the hype. It's the road less traveled. It's the one who missed the flights. Hove hit me up like, what, you scared of heights? Know your sister tired of working, gotta do her something nice. It's like, don't he know I stay up for fouling late nights? She need bread, she need rice, she need thread, she need ice. Either tell it to my bank account or say it to the dice, man. Whoo. He closes it out. Jay Electronica closes that verse out. He says, when I look inside the mirror, all I see is flaws. When I look inside the mirror, all I see is Mars. In the wee hours of the night, trying to squeeze out bars. Just so y'all can pick me apart. Woo! And that's facts, man. That's facts, yo. You look in the mirror, you see flaws, man. When you look in the mirror, you see yourself. You see you're good, you see your flaws. There's rappers out there putting in work up all night, writing rhymes to put it out there for the public. And all we do is pick it apart, man. That's a real line, man. That bar is hard, man. Track number 3. This one is called The Blinding, y'all.
Extra, extra. It's Mr. Headlines who signed every contract and missed the deadlines.
Yo, man, listen, man. I love the way Jay Electronica and Jay-Z went back and forth in that track. Like I said, that just gave me memories, brought back memories of Biggie and Jay-Z, Jadakiss and Styles, and then even Jay and Beans, man. That was an amazing track, The Blinding. We're going to move into one of my favorite tracks. Oh, my God. Listen. This is track number 6. This track is called Universal Soulja. And Jay Electronica's first verse, Jay Electronica goes, the son of slaves, true, I started out as a peasant. That's why I build my temple like Solomon in the desert. The Lord is my rock, I speed dial through Salat. My trails in the fiery cubicle make me hot. I glow like embers of coal, born with a torch of gold. My mathematical theology of rhyming touched the soul. I spent my many nights bent off Woodford, clutching the bowl, stuffing my nose. Some of the cons I stuffed for prose. My poetry's living like the God I fell back on. And all praise is due to Allah for such an illustrious platform. The teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is my backbone. When I spit, the children of the Mother Lord blow on the platform. Woo! Yo, 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 yo. We're going to bring the whole thing back, and we're gonna slow it down. We're going to bring the whole thing back. Universal Soulja, track number 6. The son of slaves, true, I started out as a peasant. That's why I built my temple like Solomon in the desert. Biblical reference. The Lord is my rock, I speed dial through Salat. My traits is the fiery cubicle made me hot. I glow like embers of coal, born with a touch of gold. My mathematical theology of rhyming touched the soul. I spent my nights bent off Woodford, clutching the bowl, stuffing my nose. Some of the cons I suffered for prose. My poetry's living like the God that I fell back on. And all praise is due to Allah for such an illustrious platform. The teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is my backbone. When I spit, the children of the motherland bow on the platform. Man, listen, man. Barz is back, yo. Come on, man. Come on, man. Verse 2. Verse 2, Jay-Z. And I can't be mad at Jay being on this album. At first, I was like, oh, he's on the first song. Okay, all right. Oh, Jay's on the second song. And then he's Universal Soulja, verse 2, Jay-Z. Back when Emory Jones was catching the Fed charge, I knew less about Chesmar, all about Pablo Escobar. Thinking I was the last one Allah would lay his blessings on. I was trying not to end up like Tony in the restaurant. Ooh. We gotta speak about this, man. Drop a comment in the comment section. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm reaching. Tell me if I'm way off on this one. I may be wrong about what he's talking about when he said, I was trying not to end up like Tony in the restaurant. I think he's talking about the ending of the movie Sopranos. If you watch the ending of the movie Sopranos, Tony goes into the restaurant. He's sitting down in the restaurant by the bathroom, and he's watching everybody come into the restaurant. Some people come in. A man comes in and sits on the chair. His son comes in. His wife comes in, and he's watching everybody that comes in. And then his daughter parks the car. Meadow parks the car. Meadows walk into the restaurant. The guy gets up from the chair that was sitting on the stool next to the counter, and he goes into the bathroom. And as soon as Meadow opens the door, the screen goes black. All right. So Jay says, I was trying not to end up like Tony in the restaurant. If you ever watched Godfather has a similar scene where the gentleman is sitting in the restaurant and the guy comes out the bathroom and pops him. And if you watch Sopranos, you will know that that Godfather scene with that guy getting killed from the guy coming from the bathroom, that's Tony Soprano's favorite scene. So this track right here is one of my favorite tracks because those bars, they went in, man. Track number 6, Universal Soulja. Let's get it.
Back when Emory Jones was catching the Fed charge, I knew less about Chesmar, all about Pablo Escobar.
Barz is back, man. We're going to jump right into the next track. This one is called Fruits of the Spirit. And there's a verse on here. There's a verse on here from Jay Electronica. So Jay Electronica goes, yo, like Vince Staples said, we just waded in the water. My people out in Flint still bathing in the slaughter. I really do like how Jay and Jay Electronica input things that's going on now in the country, things that's going on now in the world. They get slightly political in there. There's some religious terms in there. There's some biblical references in the album. The bars are amazing, but there's things they touch on this album that just reminds you about, look, these things are still going on here in the world. So let me just bring that piece back right here. Again, this is a piece of the verse. This is Jay Electronica. Jay Electronica goes, yo, our Heavenly Father, like Vince Staples said, we just wading in the water. My people out in Flint still bathing in the slaughter. Ice out here ripping families apart at the border. Satan struck Palestine with yet another mortar. Lies from the reporters. Ass shots and stripper poles for the eyes of my daughter. He said lies from the reporter. Ass shots and stripper poles for the eyes of my daughter. And that's going on. That's going on right now in the world, man. The minute you turn your TV on, the minute you turn on the internet, the things that they're doing to our kids now, we really gotta step up as parents and parent our children. But let's review the album, man. That song was called Fruits of Our Spirit. This is track number 10 on the album. This song right here, I screenshot him, so I got him. I don't want this thing to... I got numbers on my phone that will never ring again. Man. I got numbers in my phone that'll never ring again, 'cause a lot of them called them home, so we'll never sing again. I got texts in my phone that'll never ping again. I screenshot him, so I got him. I don't want this thing to end. I got numbers in my phone that'll never ring again, 'cause a lot of them call them home, so we'll never sing again. I got texts in my phone that'll never ping again. I screenshot him, so I got him. I don't want this thing to end. The production on this, when you hear this track and you listen to the production on this track, it just marriages beautifully with the track, man. And Electronica comes in with his verse. Electronica goes, yo, eyes fiery, cry tears to my diary. Sometimes a Zanny bar can't help you fight back the anxiety. I go to my Lord quietly, teardrops on my faces. Teardrops on my face, just like teardrops become waterfalls by the time they reach my laces. Let me bring that back, yo. Track number 10, a written testimony, Electronica. Eyes fiery, cry tears to my diary. Sometimes a Zanny bar can help you fight back the anxiety. I go to my Lord quietly, teardrops on our faces. Teardrops on my face is just like teardrops become waterfalls by the time they reach my laces. My eyelids is my levee, but my tear ducts is like glaciers. As I contemplate creation, the salt that heals my wombs pour out my eyes just like libations. I can't stop my mind from racing. I got numbers in my phone, pictures in my phone. The day my daddy died, I scrolled his texts all day long. The physical returns, but the connection still stays strong. Listen, hip-hop, music production, there's something special about hip-hop music. Something special about putting words together, putting beats together, and the two marriage. And one thing about this track, it always makes me think of my lost ones. And we all have lost ones. We all have people that passed on, whether it's friends or family members. So whenever I hear this track, it always reminds me of all the loved ones that's passed on in my circle. So shout out to Electronica for this album. Shout out for Jay for getting on the album. Was the wait worth it for written testimony all these years? Yeah, man. The wait was worth it, y'all. The wait was worth it. We got an amazing body of work from Electronica. Did he use the cheat code by putting Hove on the album? Yeah. Would it have sounded different without Jay on the album? Yes. But I like it. I like it. I love it. I love what they did. They didn't do the regular thing that everybody was expecting. Electronica drop an album. They surprised everybody with Electronica and Jay being on the album, and they fed off each other perfectly. The bars on this album is unmatched in 2020, y'all. We just went through Benny the Butcher. Benny the Butcher is killing it right now. That was the number 2 album. Nas, King's Disease was the number 3 album. The bars on this album right here outweighs those two like I said, man, Barz is back. The production on this album, there's a track on this album that was, what was it? The track that had Alchemist, No ID, Swizz. No, it was A-Rap Music, Hit Boy. It was like 4 producers on one track. I think it was the second or third track on the album. The production on this album was amazing. We got A-Rap Music, we got Hit Boy, we got Swizz Beatz, we got Alchemist on this album, yo. So shout out to the production, and J Electronica did production on the album too. So the sound of the album, I love the sound of the album. Album length. This has been my Achilles heel in 2020, man. Like what is going on, man? 10 tracks. We needed more tracks. And the first track is kind of an intro, so it's 9 tracks, a la Illmatic. So it's actually 9 tracks. This album is 39 minutes and some change. It's right under 40 minutes. This album is almost 40 minutes long. Come on, y'all. Come on, man. What y'all doing with these album lengths, man? Give us an hour. Give us some more content. But other than that, that's about only the bad thing I can say about this album. This is the #1 album for 2020. A written testimony. J Electronica. Yo, it's your boy Onslaught 3. Thanks for viewing. Drop in the comments. Let me know what your top 3 albums for 2020 was, yo. We up out of here. Peace.